Hey kids, Miss A here. I need a study break and I bought a pineapple this weekend and I thought what a great way to take a break from looking at assignments and planning to cut up a pineapple. So I know that not many people know how to cut up a pineapple. I do, so I will be making a video that I will post on the hashtag Moss Club website about how to correctly cut a pineapple and also a fancy way of cutting up a pineapple. So yeah, get excited. Okay, so to cut a pineapple, you need a bowl to put the pieces in. You need parent approval to use a knife, and you need a cutting board, and of course you need a pineapple. So, you may not know this, but pineapples are what's called an aggregate fruit because all of these little circles here were flowers. And what happens is all of the flowers, which are, again, all of these little circles, fuse together. So technically it's not like an avocado, which is a berry. It's an aggregate fruit because all of those flowers are fused together when the fruit gets made. They also grow on a plant that kind of looks like an aloe plant that sticks on the ground. When I was in the Caribbean, I saw a lot of them because we visited a pineapple farm. And this one kind of grows right in the middle of it, kind of like a head of broccoli, if you've ever seen like broccoli growing in real life. Kind of looks like that, only spikier. So that's some pineapple facts. So this is how you cut one. You first need to cut off the top of it, just like that. That can actually be put into water to see if another one will grow. I've never really been able to grow a real pineapple because our climate is so much different than in the tropics where they grow naturally. But I've heard of people being able to grow them like that. And just cutting off this little woody piece here. So then you've got basically the core in the middle, and then the part that we eat around it, and then the spiky outer part. So I cut it into fourths. Like so. And then from here, there's actually a couple ways you can do it. You can just cut the core right off, and then carefully peel the outer rind. You can also peel off the rind before you cut it into fourths. That might have been easier. And then you can just shave away at the little round bits. Cut off the end. And there you have 1/4 of a pineapple that you can eat. I then cut it into a half again, so in eighths. And then you can just cut it into chunks. Do one more quarter like that. So this time I'm cutting off the end first. That kind of makes it nice and flat so that it won't move. And then you can just cut the core down. I like to feel it to see if there's still like a little piece of that's a little woody. That's not nice to eat, so we cut those off. And then again, you can just carefully cut off the rind. Any parts you missed, you can just cut off from there. And into eighths, and then into pineapple chunks. Now, there's a fancy way for people to try. You need a sharp, smaller knife, And what you do is you carefully notice that I'm being safe with my knife. I'm not putting my hand in front of where I'm cutting. But basically, you cut a little section right below the woody piece. And you leave the woody piece there. And then, I've done this in a while. You can cut down like this underneath the woody piece. But notice I'm not cutting all the way through. Just slicing down. This is kind of a small pineapple. And then with my bigger knife, I'm going to come in and carefully cut underneath the pieces. Notice I'm not like stabbing it or whatever. I'm just kind of going with where the pineapple is telling me to go. I'm loosening up all those pieces that I cut. And then really fancy places will keep the top on here too, and like cut this into quarters too. And then you can slide either section off to either side, maybe. Again, it's a kind of a smaller pineapple, so. And then that looks really nice when you put little toothpicks in it, and then you can take it out. Delicious. That's 2 ways to cut a pineapple. The end.